Beyond the tumor, the body as terrain. For decades, the dominant narrative surrounding cancer has focused on the tumor itself. We view it as an enemy to be eradicated, a rogue entity wreaking havoc within an otherwise healthy system. This approach, while valuable, often overlooks a crucial aspect of the disease, the environment in which it arises. Just as a seed requires fertile soil to sprout and grow, cancer needs a conducive environment within the body to take root and flourish. This internal landscape, often referred to as the terrain, plays a pivotal role in the development and progression of cancer. Shifting our focus to the terrain encourages us to see cancer not merely as a localized disease, but as a systemic imbalance. This perspective challenges us to look beyond the tumor and consider the multitude of factors that contribute to a pro-cancerous environment. These factors, often referred to as hallmarks of cancer, include chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, impaired immune function, and dysbiosis of the gut microbiome. By understanding how these elements interact and contribute to a terrain conducive to cancer growth, we can begin to develop more comprehensive and effective strategies for prevention and treatment. This terrain-based approach acknowledges the interconnectedness of our biological systems. It recognizes that our bodies are not simply collections of isolated parts, but rather complex ecosystems in a constant state of dynamic equilibrium. When this equilibrium is disrupted, it can create vulnerabilities that cancer cells can exploit. Therefore, rather than solely focusing on destroying the tumor, we must also prioritize restoring balance to the terrain, creating an environment that is inhospitable to cancer growth. Field carcinogenesis, seeds of disease. The concept of field carcinogenesis provides a powerful framework for understanding how the terrain influences cancer development. This theory, first proposed in the 1950s, suggests that exposure to carcinogens can cause widespread changes in the cellular environment, creating a field of precancerous cells. These cells may appear normal under a microscope, but harbor genetic and epigenetic alterations that make them more susceptible to becoming cancerous. Imagine a field of wheat. Scattering a handful of weed seeds is unlikely to have a significant impact. However, if the soil is depleted of nutrients, poorly drained, and overrun with pests, those same seeds are far more likely to take root and spread, choking out the wheat. Similarly, in a body burdened by chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, or other forms of cellular damage, even small triggers can push precancerous cells towards malignancy. This concept is supported by the observation that cancers often recur in the same area, even after the original tumor has been removed. This suggests that the underlying terrain remains conducive to cancer growth, making it more likely that new tumors will arise. Understanding the factors that contribute to field carcinogenesis is crucial for developing effective prevention strategies. By minimizing exposure to carcinogens, reducing inflammation, and supporting the body's natural detoxification processes, we can cultivate a terrain that is less hospitable to cancer development. Dr. Slaughter's legacy, a visionary ahead of his time. The work of Dr. Philip Slaughter, a pioneering pathologist, played a pivotal role in shaping our understanding of field carcinogenesis. In the 1950s, while studying oral cancer, Dr. Slaughter observed that areas surrounding tumors often contained abnormal cells, even though they appeared normal under a microscope. This led him to propose the concept of field cancerization, suggesting that these seemingly normal cells had undergone precancerous changes that made them more susceptible to malignant transformation. Dr. Slaughter's work was groundbreaking, challenging the prevailing view of cancer as a localized disease. His research highlighted the importance of considering the broader tissue environment in cancer development. However, his ideas were initially met with skepticism and resistance from the scientific community. At the time, the focus of cancer research was primarily on identifying and targeting individual cancer cells, and the concept of field cancerization did not fit neatly into this paradigm. Despite initial resistance, Dr. Slaughter's work laid the foundation for a more nuanced understanding of cancer biology. His research paved the way for future investigations into the role of the tissue microenvironment in cancer development and progression. Today, the concept of field cancerization is widely accepted and has become a cornerstone of cancer research and prevention strategies. shifting the paradigm terrain-based approaches to healing. The implications of field carcinogenesis and the importance of the terrain extend beyond prevention. They also offer valuable insights into cancer treatment and recurrence. While conventional treatments like surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation focus on eliminating existing tumors, they often neglect the underlying terrain. This can leave patients vulnerable to recurrence as the environment that allowed the cancer to develop in the first place remains unchanged. A terrain-based approach to healing recognizes that true remission involves more than just tumor regression. It requires addressing the underlying imbalances that contributed to the disease in the first place. This involves adopting lifestyle modifications that support overall health and well-being, including a nutrient-rich diet, regular exercise, stress management techniques, and adequate sleep. By nourishing the body, reducing inflammation, and supporting the immune system, we can create an internal environment that is less hospitable to cancer growth and more conducive to healing. This holistic approach views the body as an integrated system and emphasizes the interconnectedness of physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being.